go shaking the mountain.
Exactly. This here is a perfect portrait of what we have right here. We're up on some certified mountain. I don't even know what kind of mountain it is.
We're at Papago Park right now.
Papago Park.
Hole in the rock.
I know it's Papago Park, but what is the name of the mountain? Papago Mountain, I assume so.
Papago Butte.
I could care less.
What is it?
Butte.
Okay.
Up and in the shade. It's a very hot day right now.
Actually, yes, it is like 110 for those that are home right now. But it's a chance to see this.
Air conditioning.
Definitely air conditioning, yeah. Yeah, mainly,
Okay, what kind of questions you want to answer?
exactly. What kind of questions, okay, since it is being recorded.
So how'd you guys get together?
A lot of people were usually, oh, what is the camera sort of like,
Camera's
concentrate?
Concentrate.
Yes, it is right now. Is it pretty much
the camera's
on him, focused on him, or is it
It's on both of you right now.
Oh, okay.
Which of you are going to...
We can mainly, you know, a lot of people was just curious about how we mainly got started, you know.
Let me move it a little bit closer.
And,
Well, what I'm going to ask you, a question that comes to mind, and you ask me, and then
yeah.
why don't we play it that way? That's
So we can do it at the same time, you know, pretty much how we got started, you know.
Okay. You go first.
I go first?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey.
The group started because of you, man. Without you, there wasn't...
Actually, the group that started, well, I mean, it's just the fact that I knew Willis for a long time, you know, back since, like, what, 1991, actually. And I met him through his cousin, Edward Bryan. What's up, man? And it's just that, yeah, the third. It's just that, yeah, we met at After the Gold Rush, which, you know, briefly, it's been a while since it's been open and stuff like that there, so.
No, it's the Electric Ballroom now for those that's up to date.
Well, yeah, that too.
But it used to be After the Gold Rush. That's where we was partying, man.
Yeah, it's just that, yeah, he was a hell of a good dancer, and I was, you know, mainly trying and stuff like that there. We was introduced. And it was a trip the first time because he was wearing a fire hat, a red fire hat dancing. It wasn't even like Halloween or nothing. Just awkward, you know, which was cool. It was pretty cool. So, yeah, we pretty much got to know each other, you know, as the years passed, and it's just that finally me and him started getting a little bit more serious about it, and I started looking more mainly into like a lot of talent shows and stuff like that there. And excuse this flying shit. It's just the fact that, yeah, after that there, I kept telling Willis about it a lot of the time. And Willis finally came down and checked it out, so.
This man was so determined, you know, and he had so much belief in what I could do. He came, let's see, I don't know how you would figure it mileage-wise, but the man put in like 60 miles just to pick me up, you know, and he kept at me. Come on, man, you want to go to this thing before it's too late? Come on, come on, come on. And I was like, no, man, you know, I'm not ready and all that other stuff. And, but Jay had a lot of faith in me, and he was determined to make sure, you know, that I would get a chance, because for a while there I didn't have a chance, you know, to perform and stuff like that. And I had performed for years before we met. Just nothing came out of it. Ended up being dead ends all over the place. But when he did that, you know, that was just wild. We got up there. The place was called the Pandemonium at the time. At the time, it's been several things since then. I don't even know if it's open now. But this was out in Scottsdale off of Shea and Scottsdale Road. He came to pick me up, and I was living off of 12th Street and Highland in Phoenix. Any of y'all know any of that, then you know what I'm talking about as far as mileage. All right, so, you know, and he was staying in Ahwatukee still at the time, too, you know?
Yeah, with my uncle.
Yeah, it was...
Where'd you come from?
It was just kind of weird, man. Just kind of weird, but yeah, we got in, you know, and barely by the skin of our teeth, you know. And he had been doing some stuff there before, and it was just kind of wild. We got in, we won, and they said, well, come back the next week. We won again. Come back the next week. We won again. And then the fourth week was like, or was it the third? It was either the third or fourth week. was like the finals, you know, and they had all this stuff that they said was up for grabs, and it was just weird because all of a sudden we didn't win.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying that some of the people that did win didn't deserve it.
Exactly.
There was a lot of good talent there that night.
But the ones that did win didn't
yeah,
really deserve it.
I just found it kind of peculiar that the people that
Mainly, yeah, exactly.
won had something to do with some of the judges. You know, and
A few days prior to the talent show, we found out that it was, you know, approximately it was a setup, which, you know, pretty much indulged us in.
That's Dan's show you're talking about, right?
No, not Dan's
I'm
show. This was
kidding.
before that. This was back. Larry. Nah, it's just, yeah, we learned pretty much
learning
concentrate
the ropes.
more. Yeah, exactly. Mainly concentrate more on the music than just, you know, measly talent show. Because right now, you know, we're pretty much multi-talented, and we're pretty much ready for anything. It's just that we like performing, just, you know, not just one song. We're pretty much, you know, concerned about doing like
put a
45.
show together.
Definitely, yeah. We're
That's
mainly
what it
concerned about
is.
doing like, you know, a full set.
Like, you know, it's kind of strange, man. I mean, I've been writing lyrics for years, and I've been a vocalist for years, you know. And when I say vocalist, it's not, I do a little bit of singing. It's more like poking fun at singing, actually. I'm by trade, I'm actually more of a poet and a lyricist. So I write songs that'll fit any format, whatever. You know, and to me, it's just all music. Plus, I'm eclectic, you know, so I like dabbling in a little bit of everything. There's to me, it's like the world is a music thing, you know, when you think about it, because you don't have to be a certain type of person to like a certain type of music, even though that's the setup now, and it's been a setup for years. Certain people don't want certain people to listen to certain people's music.
Exactly.
You know, and that's all crazy because music
Censorship.
is like, yeah,
Censorship.
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
You got censorship. You got people that just they don't necessarily care about the thing that can unite people, you know, and that makes it kind of weird. It also makes it kind of hard too. You know, people like us, we struggle and everything because
Speaking of the struggle,
yeah, we struggle a lot.
we have
You
a
know,
soundtrack in the movie
people-
coming out, hopefully.
Yeah,
a soundtrack in the movie,
yeah.
hopefully coming out.
We're
If
struggling
Larry
to
helps
make
us
a
out.
movie right now, you know.
Yeah,
But
actually,
you know, the oddest thing is that for the stuff that we do, we've got a whole lot of supporters. You know, there are some people that think that because we choose to be different that, you know, something's wrong with us, but I feel it this way, you know, why do I have to do the same thing that everybody else does? You know, I want to be an innovator. I want to not necessarily be a leader,
exactly like a
but
pioneer.
I don't want.
That
Yeah, I
wants to
want to
leave
be a
his own
pioneer.
path,
I don't
his
necessarily.
own
I don't
path.
want to be a follower though. You know,
'Cause
followers have a little less chance to be individual.
Regardless of what anybody says, it's just that, you know, everybody doesn't usually tend to go down the same trail. 'Cause like Willis is just, you know, he was just saying. Me and him do have a lot of similarities, you know, in the beginning when we first started off. Like, I always had, like, my stepfather, Clarence Witherspoon, you know. It's just the fact that I learned a lot from him, a lot of blues, a lot of gospel, a lot of R&B, you know, pretty much. But it wasn't there, like, the shock value, like I said a month ago. It's just that the shock value really wasn't there. So when it came to heavy metal, it pretty much was something different, something new to me. And I learned a lot from that there. And I was just like, you know, mainly a fiend for like playing guitar. And learned from Kiss, the original Kiss members, like Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Peter Criss, Ace Frehley, which, you know, Willis can relate to what I'm saying about that there.
Sure can. You know,
They were, you know, awkward, definitely different from the normal band that you see, pretty much so. And my parents always thought, you know, well, maybe it's just a phase he's going through, you know, but hey, I had it in my blood. Just had it in my blood. I just continued playing, It's just that, you know, even in Monticello, New York, it was a very small place. It was New York. Everybody felt like, you know, hey, well, it's New York. You have a chance of, you know, at least making something of yourself. At least going on Apollo Theater or something like that there. Even though I had a chance to go on there, it still wasn't, my mind still wasn't there. It's just the fact that a lot of people always said, you know, I was laid back. So pretty much when I came out here, I was staying with my uncle a lot, you know, on and off. And then I went back to New York City. It's just that, yeah, there was a changement, you know. It's just nothing was the same, you know. These people here, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people tend to help you if you're looking and you're focused in one direction, which is positive, and you're willing to, you know, anticipate and help out a lot of other people, you know, like Larry, who's filming us right now. I'd like to thank him for being patient, because we are, you know, considered the late version.
Yeah, the late version.
Yeah.
Gonna be late for the funeral, man.
Yeah.
Late for the album release party. It was just meant to be that way. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
Let's hold it for a minute on King James. Okay. The same thing.
You want to go over there? You got a listener?